FindMyClinicalTrial. Killian Lozach is the president, CEO, and founder of FindMyClinicalTrial, and he brings a dynamic background in healthcare advocacy, government relations, and business development to the table. Before FindMyClinicalTrial, he spearheaded legislative initiatives related to drug market access, and he also directed advocacy efforts for a lot of healthcare nonprofits. Killian started FindMyClinicalTrial, which connects underrepresented patients with clinical research opportunities through a first-in-class AI-driven platform that will empower biopharmaceutical companies to promote their trials and to optimize their enrollment. Please welcome Killian.
Thank you. I started FindMyClinicalTrial after watching my family struggle. I had a distant aunt who was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer. And really had no clue where to look. Her doctors didn't know what to do. And at that point in your life, you turn to your family to answer those questions, right? My mother's in cancer research, and so we turned to her and try to find those relevant trials. But by the time that we had something, it was unfortunately too late. Sadly, this isn't unique. This is affecting millions of patients around the world. And so many of them are left with no options, no guidance. And so that's where we built FindMyClinicalTrial. Right now, the current standard for finding trials is through doctors, but it's impossible. It's impossible for any one doctor to know all tens of thousands of possibly relevant trials. This places the burden on patients, and it forces them to look on an outdated government website. And this is where patients oftentimes give up. Clinical trial sites have limited ways to find patients, and they continually fail to stay on recruitment timelines. For biopharmaceutical companies, they on average have to run 3 phases of clinical trials to get a drug approved, and delays cost them up to $8 million for every day a drug is pushed from reaching the market. So this is what we've done. We've created a patient-centered platform that is aggregating all of the active and recruiting clinical trials in the United States. Our mobile platform only posts what is relevant and to patients and filters through the noise which used to leave people lost. In collaboration with the Mayo Clinic, our platform connects patients and family members and allows them to easily search, save, share, and enroll in clinical trials. Really, we're revolutionizing the way this is done, and we're giving patients back control over their health. FindMyClinicalTrial is free to patients and family members. However, our business model revolves around working with biopharmaceutical companies and advertising their trials to our patient database. We offer them reach to eligible patients. And in exchange for that, we give them detailed analytics on how their trial is performing. And this is all for a monthly subscription fee per trial advertised. And the patient recruitment service market is large. It sits at $1.3 billion globally, $980 million in the US alone. And most importantly, biopharmaceutical companies are paying on average between $15,000 to $50,000 per patient that they enroll. So how do we differentiate ourselves? Other companies sell lists based on medical records who patients may or may not qualify, and government websites such as clinicaltrials.gov have over 500,000 trials, many of which were concluded over a decade ago. These platforms are made for researchers. FindMyClinicalTrial filters through that noise, simplifies the patient journey, and is the only one-stop shop on the market today. To date, we've secured a written collaboration with the Mayo Clinic in which we developed our platform and we're commercially available on the Web App Store and Google Play Store. Having launched only 6 months ago, we're in all 50 states with over 23,000 active trials on our platform, and to date have engaged 4,000 patients through natural growth. We're also in conversations with many biopharmaceutical companies and clinical research organizations like LabCorp, and we're in the vendor portal for Bristol Myers Squibb. Our team has over 145 plus years of combined experience across key sectors in this industry, and we're poised to achieve commercial growth and expansion. Our platform will always remain free to patients and providers, but our revenue model is simple. We're B2B, and biopharmaceutical companies pay us to advertise their trials to our patients. It's done for a monthly fee of $1,000 to $2,000 per month, with the average trial recruitment timeline lasting between 13 to 18 months. We're currently raising $700,000 through a safe instrument and have banked $100,000 since we started. As our platform's commercially available, we'll be using these funds to get to version 2.0 and grow our platform to reach 35,000 patients and secure 30 client trials. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you all in the breakout room.